Because the Communist Party in the full employment, they wanted jobs for the people. But I think that is lost now.
I mean, I've spent a lifetime as a foreign correspondent and dealt with international affairs. I can just add to what SAROSH has said, that
It must not be controlled from outside. So I told the ambassador and the Chinese government that, look, why are you spoiling your name with all this, not allowing them to come? He is not claiming independence of Tibet. Let him come as a pastoral head and manage his flock in Tibet. So after the meeting, I went back to the Chinese ambassador. There was one meeting organized for the Dalai Lama thing, but after that he said, don't worry, Dalai Lama's brother is going, so I did nothing after that.
As a side note to that, you did add about the fact that, when you open up a country or a state, for employment and for other people to come in, it would really help, and that has actually helped Tibet. And then you made a reference to Article 370. It seemed a bit prescient because he did that before Article 370 was withdrawn.
Well, I do believe that with globalization, what matters is one world and one mankind. And what should matter is the color of the heart and not the color of the skin, religion, or flag. And what matters is part of global world is economic prosperity for the ordinary people. And today in Tibet, there is progress because although the Chinese have come and invested, and therefore on the same basis, the way to resolve the Kashmir issue, and this should have been done a long time ago, is for let Indians, be they Hindu, Muslim, Christians or Parsi, invest in Kashmir, allow them to do business, everything would be happy. And not only Indian, even foreign investors can go to Kashmir. Because when everybody has food, shelter and clothing, then the politics take a second place.
I would just add to that perhaps it could have been done a little better instead of imposing something on the Kashmiri people. But let us see how it goes, because normalcy has to return to Kashmir. I don't think it's a good thing if the chief ministers of the state are imprisoned for 6 months without any charge.
One of the things, I had the great privilege to act for Benazir Bhutto in England, in the English court, when Nawaz Sharif was the Prime Minister. And then Benazir was convicted in the Pakistani court for corruption. To my great surprise, I was asked, I got a call from a spiritual person whom I knew, called Qadri Baba. And he said, come and take Benazir tomorrow to London with you. And a day later I went and brought Benazir to London. We became very good friends. And she also told me that the Kashmir insurgency is financed by the Wahhabis, and I've said in my book. And therefore, what we need to do is to put pressure on the Wahhabis and the Arabs not to have an insurgency.
I think we get this discussion back to something else, which is yeah, I know, but I didn't expect Ashish to launch into a political discussion on it. Anyway, thank you. I think I'm sorry.
If I may, just 1 second. I'm absolutely dazzled by the sight I see here, because this is the Bombay Gymkhana, where the very, very first test match was held in this country, in the Indian subcontinent, in December 1933. And so, yes, it was. And so to me, looking out at this, I couldn't help but mention it. But please carry on.
Okay, certainly. Yeah. It is actually a matter of our shame that most people in India have heard Mrs. Zaiwalla's name only in connection with Bofors. And since you jumped into it straight away, I will also now take the opportunity. Tell us a little bit about your relationship. First of all, how you got to know the Bachchans, and Ajitabh Bachchan, who said that you and he were joined at the hip, at the kamar, as you put it, but it didn't quite work out that way. So tell us about it.
Well, the fact is that we did succeed in 2 of the Bofors cases. One before in the Dagens Nighter, and the other is India Abroad News Service. So insofar as the judgment is concerned, they have to stand. And the court found that they were not involved in the Bofors, and nor was Rajiv Gandhi involved in the Bofors. And that must be the answer. Now this comes to the legal side, because I first met Amitabh Bachchan at Taj Mahal Hotel, and they were very, very concerned about it, because this was okay. And England had no jurisdiction at all, because nothing happened in England. But I said, find a way to sue in the English court. So we managed to find one newspaper, Dagens Nighter. There were only 5 sold in England. And we went before Mr. Justice Davis, and the Dagens Nighter had instructed a very big firm called Carter Rock Specialist Libel. And the point we took was that London is the libel capital. And on the basis of just one newspaper, we got the English jurisdiction. And then after that, there was a flow of other libel cases coming to England. Now, just to inform you something about the work, my work and what we do. We are a firm exporting legal services out of England today. It didn't start that way. We have no local clients. Our clients are from all over the world. When Russia lost the $50 billion UKOS award of the International Court, they came to us, and we appointed a lawyer in Holland, and we gave them the points of the law, and they won, which is an appeal. Last year, we had the biggest ever case in the English court, which was Bank Mellard versus Her Majesty's Treasury, which was challenging a nuclear sanction. We took it over after Bank Mellard had lost in the High Court and the Court of Appeal. And we won in the Supreme Court before 9 judges, and the Supreme Court held by 5-4 that the UK government had acted unlawfully and irrationally. But one thing I can say about English courts is that it's completely independent and fiercely independent. And I can confirm that in my 39 years of practicing in England, there's not been one case where there was even a suggestion that the judge was not bent. Judges do get wrong, but the judge was unfair, intentionally unfair. And that is the most important thing. Also about the suggestion about difficulties. In fact, I found, to be honest, that even when I started, I was at an advantage over other lawyers, because the judges were so fair to ensure that they understood what I said. And in England, I've come to the conclusion that England is not a racist country. And I'm talking about 40 years ago. It was a classist country. If you